The wild coast of South Africa is where the warm Agulhas Current crashes into the continental shelf, creating violent, nutrient-rich waters. Unlike calm Caribbean seas, these iron-gray, wind-swept waters demand preparation and skill. Massive swells, strong washing machine currents, and predators like great whites, tigers, and bull sharks make diving here a high-octane, extreme experience. Protea Banks is especially intense, with currents that can turn deadly. Viewer discretion is advised. Located about 5 miles offshore from Shelly Beach, Protea Banks is a fossilized sand dune that rises from the deep ocean floor. It is not a place for beginners. The top of the reef is at 90 feet, and it drops quickly into the abyss. The current and the negative entry. Because the current here is so powerful, often moving at 3 to 4 knots, divers cannot perform a standard entry. You don't sit on the edge of the boat and wait. You perform a negative entry. You hit the water with an empty BCD and immediately sink like a stone to 30 feet to avoid being swept away from the boat by the surface current. Once you hit the reef, you are in the cathedral. During the winter months, hundreds of ragged-toothed sharks congregate here to mate. They are joined by bull sharks, locally known as Zambesis, and hammerheads. The danger isn't just a bite, it's the chaos of the hunt. When the current is ripping, these sharks are in a high-energy state. If a diver loses their buoyancy and starts flapping like a wounded fish, the predatory instinct of a 1,000-pound bull shark can trigger in a heartbeat. The real terror of South African diving is the open ocean drift. In 2011, a group of experienced divers at Aliwal Shoal, just north of Protea Banks, surfaced after a 45-minute shark dive. But when they looked for their boat, there was nothing but 10-foot swells and the horizon. The psychology of the drift. In the Agulhas Current, if your boat captain loses your bubbles for even 5 minutes, the current can carry you miles away from your original location. The divers were caught in a conveyor belt of water. As they drifted into the open Indian Ocean, they were no longer the observers, they were the bait. They spent hours in the water, watching the fins of oceanic black-tip sharks circle them in the dark. In South Africa, the water is so rich with life that being lost at sea isn't just about drowning, it's about being part of the food chain. They were eventually spotted by a fixed-wing search plane, but the incident highlighted a terrifying truth. In Protea Banks, the ocean doesn't just hold predators, it is the predator. No discussion of South African danger is complete with the sardine run. Every year, billions of sardines migrate north, pursued by thousands of dolphins, Cape gannets, copper sharks, and the massive Brutus, the great white. Divers who jump into a bait ball are entering a literal feeding frenzy. The visibility often drops to 0 as the water fills with fish scales and blood. In this scary, interesting scenario, the danger is collateral damage. A diver in the middle of a bait ball can be struck by a 300-pound dolphin traveling at 25 miles per hour, or accidentally mouthed by a shark that is targeting a clump of sardines. There is no safety in a bait ball. It is total, unscripted biological warfare, and the human body is the most fragile thing in the water. South Africa is the final frontier of diving. It is a place that demands total physical fitness and a calm mind. Sites like Protea Banks don't offer the comfort of a reef or the shelter of a cave. They offer the raw, unfiltered power of the planet. When you dive the wild coast, you are acknowledging that you are no longer at the top of the pyramid. You are a guest in a world of shredder currents and ancient hunters. And for those who have looked a 12-foot tiger shark in the eye in a 4-knot current, the world back on land never looks quite the same again.